Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Stella Deus walkthrough. Alright, so, man, I have got to show you this. This is kind of nuts. I really honestly, I don't understand what's going on with these quests. I don't remember, and then I did this wrong. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to take a little, quick cut there. Again, I don't know what happened with these quests, landslide and field work specifically. Now, I vaguely remember the first time I played this game, I could have swore I was able to do these successfully much earlier on. But now, I want to show you this. So I am level 20 on my main character. I don't know that it matters what level your other characters are. I really don't on this. But my understanding is that these quests go off of, specifically these two. And I guess I could be wrong on that, but I thought that it was, you know, like Spiro's level that gets factored into these. But anyways, I seem to have finally been able to successfully do this. So there you have it. Okay, good. Everything's clear. Now we can head to market. Now, look at this reward. 2K. Just, what? Now, again, I'm level 20 already. These are quests that I was not able to successfully do basically at the beginning of the game. Now, I understand at least, you know, maybe getting a couple of levels, but these, specifically these like 2 or 3 quests here, definitely landslide. Landslide is like one of the first quests that you can do. Field work, I believe you may need to do like a battle or 2, maybe, to unlock that one. I'm already a little rusty, but yeah, it took me forever to successfully do this one as well. So there you have the success there. Ooh, doggy, that there field's showing some love, and we received a reward, which is, again, 2K. Not impressive at all. Lost Cat I was able to finally do as well. Now, my understanding is that this has to do with your luck stat. And, I mean, with all of these, I think just, like, level, right? Like, you just need to level in order to, you know, have success when doing them. So, here's a successful one. Maya, thank goodness. Thanks a bunch, mister. And then here's our reward of another 2K. Had to take a little cut there. But alright, so I've activated the Traveling Merchant again. And now, I don't know where this guy, here he is. He's at Montano. We meet again. How is the usual 2K sound? Alright, so he's still going to give us the rich wallet, and that's basically how that's always going to go. The one for, like, Traveling Merchant 1 is always the rich wallet. So, alright, I'm going to take another cut here, and then we will continue on. Had to take a little cut there. But alright, so I've activated the Traveling Merchant again. And now, I don't know where this guy, here he is. He's at Montano. We meet again. How is the usual 2K sound? Alright, so he's still going to give us the rich wallet, and that's basically how that's always going to go. The one for, like, Traveling Merchant 1 is always the rich wallet. So, alright, I'm going to take another cut here, and then we will continue on. Okay, one last thing that I wanted to bring up here before we move on that I found a little bit interesting, and I may have touched on this before, but what you can do here, alright, actually, I'm going to show you this here. So, party, let's do status. So, Spiro is level 26 already. Actually, basically everybody's either 26 or higher, other than, I'm sorry, not everybody. The vast majority of my generics are not, because I'm just not using them, and I probably never will. I just don't find the generics, other than the archer, to be useful at all. So, and the question is, okay, how did we do that? Well, for one thing, at this point in the game, you can only get to level 20 in the catacombs. Now, I've beaten level 20 probably, I don't know, 30 times, something like that. And you can do that up until about level 20, 21 or 22, and I mean, but it really starts to slow down. Like you're leveling. Eventually, I was going in there with just Spiro, and then like Linnea and Adara, right? And again, it gets super slow, and I was basically feeding all of the experience to Spiro. Now, there is one other thing that you can do though, and that's what catapulted me up to like 26, and that's the mock battle. Now we've already done that, and that's in one of the earlier battles, but and actually it hasn't shown back up here. But what you can do to make that show back up is go back and forth between like Eumenea and the Swamp of Loss just to pass time, because every time you move in between one of these cities, it passes time, right? A day passes. And you can keep doing that and then go into the guild. Now, normally it still won't show up in the guild under your quest until you go into the catacombs and do one catacomb battle. And then when you come back out of the catacombs, usually, or if you've waited long enough or passed enough time, the lottery quest will show back up, because the lottery is just repeatable. And then the mock battle will also show up, and that's repeatable. Now, from what I can tell here, the mock battle enemies are, it looks to me like they're capped at level 26 right now. Now, you know, that probably, I mean, that's high, right? Compared to where we would kind of normally be up or at if we were just kind of, I don't know, doing like the storyline battles. But, you know, that's not how I roll. So I am, you know, I am quite a bit into that. Now, I wanted to point one other thing out here, and that's that I have ranked up basically all of my characters that are level 26 right now. They're at their 3rd class change already. You know, because again, I really wanted to just see how like kind of powerful I could make my characters really early on in the game. I've got really, really high rank weapons as well through the fusion system, which I think is really cool. It's time consuming, I'll be honest. So that's the only one thing that I don't really, and I'll be honest, I think they could have done it a little bit better too. Like, it would have been nice to just have like a recipe list, right? Like, and just do it off of the ones that you've already learned. And then you could just, you know, buy enough of like the store-bought stuff to make the stuff automatically, so that you didn't have to individually go in. But they didn't do that. That's a shame. That's really too bad that, you know, they made it, you know, you do it like manually for every little fusion. So that kind of stinks, but you know, it is what it is. So that is what I did. Again, I've powered everybody up. I've already got combo flash on everybody. This allows me to do 3 combo attacks in any battle, which is great, especially for like obtaining more and more items and money, because every time you do a combo, you get, you know, basically more money, and the chances that you get their equipment to drop are really increased. So anyways, all right, that is it. We're gonna move on though. We're gonna go do the Quattro Battle here. I feel like I'm, you know, way more leveled than I need to be, and it's just time to move on.
The enemy camp is just ahead. Viper should be in the rear. We'll force our way through.
There are a couple of hidden items here. I'm tempted to not get them because they're pointless, honestly. Now that I've done so much leveling, and you know, I'm just way over leveled now for the game, and these items are, you know, basically pennies compared to the amount of cash that I've got. But let's see here. All right, so this is let's see here. Okay, so this is, there's apparently something, I think it's right in here. Let's see here. Yeah, right there. There's something there too. Let's see here. Oh, okay, wait. So the first item might be somewhere around in here. Let me just see here. Behind it. So that, no, that can't be a spot, right? That doesn't look like we can go there. Yeah, I don't know if we can go anywhere in here. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's do some exploring. And honestly, it really is pointless because so all of this stuff is, I don't know if I mentioned this, it's 3 badge of courages, and those are just, I mean, they're not needed at all, and they're buyable. So, but you know, I'm gonna probably end up blowing a bunch of time here and just getting it. Okay, so that must not be the spot there. Okay, so let's just see here. There's a palm tree to the north of us. Behind it hides a badge of courage. I don't know what that means. Where's the palm tree north of us? That doesn't. It just doesn't even make sense. So I've frequently looked at like kind of like guides for this game to determine where these chests are at, and they're oftentimes just not helpful as far as the descriptions on where some of the stuff is. I'm gonna take a save state. I just don't know where this would be. Okay, there. Jesus. Okay, well that's one of them, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. These descriptions are just so bad. Like that's supposed to be behind it lies of badge. That wasn't behind it. That was the side of it, as far as I can tell, right? So that description is just horrid. So well, I guess now now if you're watching this, or to anybody that's watching this, hopefully it'll be, you know, easier than just these either just straight up wrong descriptions of where the items are at, or or bad descriptions at the very least. I put MP recover on Adara, so basically you restore when you end a turn, your MP is restored based on how much, I believe it's how much AP you have left. And so if you've got a bunch of AP left, you don't get as much MP, right? So like basically the more action that you take during your turn, or the farther you lower your AP, the more MP you'll actually restore. And that works the same way as the HP restore. There's an HP restore AoE, or zone ability, I should say. And that works the same way. I think Linnea might have that one. Let's cap this guy back here. Eat it. Far west end of the river, just north of the southern tree. West end of the river, south of the side. So I assume that's back here. Going off of these directions. So we'll see. And the other thing is, I'm probably not going to worry that much about doing combo attacks on these minor enemies, because these enemies have basically either no gear or crappy gear, and it's not gear that I'm worried at all about getting. So, if you're playing more on level, though, it may make sense to, combo some of these enemies, to get their items. So, just, I guess, keep that in mind. Yeah, so there, Linnea does have the HP restore ability. Adara has the meltdown skill, and I have a feeling I may end up using that a lot because it's like really powerful. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, and the AoE is pretty large. I may just wait to use that. Dang it. I guess there's, yeah. Oh, dang it. Okay, so one of the other badges is supposed to be like right here, I think. There it is. Okay. So that's the second one. Alright, how many guys can I nuke with this? Quite a few. Nope. If I go one step forward, can I still use it? Nope. Wow. Okay, so she can't move at all if I want to use Meltdown. Let's just do this. This will take out like 3 enemies at the same time. So. And it looks pretty cool. Wow, like 1,000 damage each. She's actually getting a surprising amount of... Oh, yeah, I was going to say she's getting a lot of EXP, but she's actually only getting 2 EXP per kill. So it actually is not very much. And that's because, you know, obviously my characters are so high level. Yeah, so... Flap. Okay. Let's, I'll try to get this last courage badge. Again, it should be in the river here. Gray has Tailwind, so it takes him less AP to move, but I don't know if that's going to be a huge advantage over, like, say, Spearow, but we'll see. Yeah, actually, Gray really can move really far each turn. He's able to cover quite a bit of ground. All of my characters are equipped with, I think it's called the blue ribbon. I think that's the one anyway. And it increases their evasion by 20%. So it should be pretty tough to actually land any hits on my characters. There it is. There's the third one. Alright, so that's it. Let's finish this. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna just do one combo attack here with probably Linnea. Because why not, you know? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Apparently Adara is going to get to do it. Alright. So, there we go. I see I need to rank up Gray. Because it looks like I forgot. Or I forgot to equip his combo flash. 7,650 damage? Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so there's the 3 Badge of Courages. We got an amulet, a couple Vigor Seeds, Leather Mail, Broadsword, Herb. Okay.
Well, if it isn't Avis, I was just about to go out looking for you. But you saved me the trouble. How considerate of you. You wanted to avoid needless bloodshed and came to surrender, right?
Absurd. Fools like you do not scare me. In fact, I am here to end this ridiculous game of cat and mouse. I believe it is time we parted.
Ooh, pretty big talk for a big, pretty man. You should shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Men is almost not worth all the crap I've taken from you people.
Lumena? You bastard! How dare you utter her glorious name with those foul lips of yours?
Struck a nerve, did I? I believe the blood of royalty adds a certain elegance. Don't worry. I won't let a single drop stain your gorgeous hair. I want the best for Lumena, after all.
Okay. Alright, so defeat Viper. Now, this is another one of those battles where I believe we need to overkill him. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we need to go like right here. West to the end. I guess yeah, well, there's a item somewhere here in the river. Between the two sets of trees. Okay, it looks like there's something back in here somewhere. And then back in here. Oh, it's probably the same spot, right? Because we were basically just in this map. I wonder, is this the same? I mean, these items look like they're almost in the exact same locations as they were before. We're gonna, I mean, we'll test that out, but it really does seem extremely similar to, yeah, the last battle. So, all right, well, let's give it a shot. So let's move. Gray's probably like, well, yeah, one square off would be my guess. And again, we'll need to overkill Viper, which is gonna, gonna be easy. But if you're kind of doing this more on level, you'll just want to, make sure you knock him down a little bit, kind of the same as what we did before. So I don't think that there's going to be any problems. Yeah, there's not going to be any problems getting him overkilled. I'm just going to move everybody up. Generally speaking, too, with these battles is like, all right, so specifically like strategy-wise for this battle, this archer is one of the more, I don't know if I want to say dangerous. It's more of a priority, right? Because he's going to be able to plink you from far away. So really, honestly, you want to send like Linnea after him, or Aureus here. I mean, you could maybe rush him with like melees, like Spiro, but you're not going to make it all the way to him for one thing, and then when you do, he's probably going to shoot you a couple of times, and then you're going to have to deal with his melee guy back there, right? And then on top of that, there's a healer back there too. So, we'll just have to, focus him down, and yeah, don't let him just deal damage to you over and over. I guess the same with over on this side, right? It looks like a pretty similar enemy setup, other than it looks like there's a, what is that guy, an Iron Fist or whatever, as opposed to this like swordsman guy. So we're just gonna start shooting. So anyways, I start blasting. Leveled up, okay. That's pretty nuts that she's leveling off of, well, it's just the way that the experience works, but it's funny. 7 experience. We're getting way more experience than I feel like we should. If you go into the, I just didn't notice that. That is way more experience than if she was to kill like an enemy in the like the high 20s. Like if you go to the catacombs, this should be an item here. Yeah, there it is. See, it's looking a lot like maybe these items are in the same locations as they were in the last map. Maybe other than this one. This one might be a little different. We'll see here. It's going to be really actually funny if these are in the exact same locations. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, the experience. Honestly, this experience is way too high for these enemies.
Is that all?
Oh, that was only one. Okay, that's weird. I must be missing something here. Why did Spiro get so little for that guy, and Linnea got so much for the other one?
Farewell.
Yeah, and he got 5. That seems like a lot. He is the same level as Spiro is, I think, right? Let me just see. Yeah, they're the same level. There's, yeah, something else is going on here that I'm not 100% sure on.
Rest in peace.
There's another 5 experience. Strange. None of these guys have, like, experience modifiers either, because that is a thing also, by the way. Certain items, and there's skills that you can teach your characters. Like, you know, experience plus 10%. Like, that's a thing, but I don't have that on anybody, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, Aureus just got 6. And he's higher level than... He's 2 levels higher. I don't know. Very strange here. I wonder if it's something based on their class? Because it looks like my archers are getting more experience. Very strange. Okay, so it should be this... It should be this square right here, I think. If this is similar to the last battle. Nope. Okay, so that's not right. Because I'm pretty sure that's where it was, right? It was 1... Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, this is where the last item was. So maybe it's over here now or something. Huh. Well... So we'll just have to keep exploring. Yeah, I got all excited there. I was thinking, okay, it's just in the same spots. From where you start, head across it. Across the river between the 2 sets of trees. The end of the grassy path by the cliff. I mean, that's a pretty vague description, so I'm just gonna bring everybody over here. Well, not everybody, but close to everybody. And we'll just keep exploring, I guess. Now, obviously, it'll be quite the advantage to know where you need to go prior to this, because now I'm going to have to deal with Viper, which really actually isn't a big deal, I don't think, right? Because I'm so leveled. Behind the palm tree. Okay, so like let's try here, I guess. There it is. Okay. So that's 2 of the items, and I think they're both vital nuts. The other thing here is I've got fear resistance, and I believe Viper's got a zone fear skill. Let me just see here. Wow, he has so much stuff. ID tag. What's that? Oh, okay. You can't get this item, I guess. What does this do, though? Nothing. It just has 5 weight. That seems really dumb. Edge resist. What's the chaos edge? Oh, enemy only as well. Okay. So you can't get his weapon or his ID tag. Yeah, here he's got the fear zone skill effect equipped. Now, literally all of my characters are immune to fear because of an accessory that I made for everybody, but that's another thing that you just probably won't have, right? Because it's the sword bag. That is a rank 8 item. So the likelihood that you're going to be able to get a hold of that is not great, but obviously, you know, if you put in the time to do it, I mean, it's amazing too, because I learned my lesson early on that these enemies with the fear ability are just brutal. It's just so hard to do combo attacks on them because, you know, I think it's like if you end your turn in their zone, there's a chance that you get feared, and then you can't do anything. So I would say fear may be the biggest issue when it comes to status effects in this game. I think that's probably fair. So, you know, again, I made sure to have some resistance to that. I'm gonna try to combo these guys. Same deal. Like I'm at that point where I have so much damage that I'm not worried about. You know what? Let's just do this. I don't even care. Not everybody's... Oh, wow. Yeah, not everybody's going to get in on this, but 4 is enough. Jesus. Yeah. 5 experience. So, yeah, I don't know. There's something weird with these storyline battles, I think. So, I'm guessing this item is back in here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Let's... Man. I'm just gonna take Gray. Yeah, I'm gonna take Gray back here. Because he can just... He's got Tailwind, so he can move farther than anybody. So it'll be easier to get him over here and back. And then, yeah, look at this. We're just guarding this. The other important thing here that I learned is to not have counter equipped for stuff like this, because, you know, if you're trying to get items and stuff and you keep getting attacked, the chances are that eventually your characters are going to counter, and that is going to, you know, be a problem. Is this a... This is a bad spot, I think. No, this will work. I need to move Avis, because he's not, yeah, he's not in the most optimal spot here. Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, so there's another vital nut here. Basically, all 3 treasures are vital nuts. Now, I'll be honest, I think that this is really just a waste of time. I would not recommend doing this, even if the vital nuts you find are at like somewhat useful at this point in the game. The amount of time that's going to take you to set this all up, right? And like I mean, obviously, again, we're just stalling Viper essentially right now because I want to get I want to hit him with a big you know, combo attack. Which, unfortunately, though, you also have to do. You need to overkill Viper here. I don't... Well... Yeah. I think, generally speaking, and I don't know if this battle, like, specifically is one of them, but I'm pretty sure you just always want to be overkilling all of the bosses. So, you know, that's why we're setting this up. Let me just see here, though, if... Yeah, I don't know if this one specifically is one of the battles that you need to overkill. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that in kind of like the breakdown. But again, I think it's just smart. Like, we don't want him, you know, running off. Okay. We'll overkill him with Gray. We'll give him the reward for all of his hard work running around. Alright, there it is. The 6-man. It's pretty ridiculous. Only 5 experience. Sad. Okay, quite a bit of cash. Got a lot of different items here. And I got a hero's emblem, which is nice. That's the level up item for Spiro.
Give it up, Viper.
What the hell's going on? I can't lose to this run. I'm too weak to run.
You won't get very far with that wound.
Don't you know about my special axe? As long as I feed this thing blood, I'm
What?
Come on, lend me a hand. Want blood, don't you? Now look around. It's right in front of you. Quit messing around. Be a good axe and do what I say.
Who are you talking to?
Stop it! Hey! What are you doing? Come on now. We've been getting along so well. No, don't! Ah!
What the?
Please, spare me.
No! Don't touch it! No good will come of that twisted thing. Such a death is probably still more than he deserved.
His axe seemed unusual.
No doubt a cursed weapon. Rumor has it, such weapons feed off the blackened hearts of their users.
A cursed weapon.
You're free to go now, Spiro. You fulfilled your obligation.
Thank you.
What will you do now? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm going to speak with Visor. He'll be able to straighten things out.
I see. And what will you do if Visor doesn't intend to revive Solemn?
Of course he does. But even so, if I'm wrong, then I'll find another way to save the world.
Well then, may I go with you?
Huh?
If it turns out that alchemy cannot reverse Solemn's fate, remember that I know of another way.
The Gate of Eternity? Do you really believe that legend?
The gate does exist. I will open it to save our world. I have no choice.
You have many comrades. Why come with us?
Because the Elder has forbidden me from opening the gate.
We're probably considered traitors now, too, after defeating Viper. I'm not sure we'll be able to reach the cathedral at all, let alone speak with Visor.
We have to try. If I return to the village now, I won't get another chance to sneak out. If that happens, there's no way I can open the Gate of Eternity until after the war is over. By then, it'll be too late.
You mentioned the cathedral, did you not?
Yeah?
Then I must go with you as well.
What?
I can get you into the cathedral unnoticed.
So why don't you just tell us how?
I must rescue Lumena, who is being held captive there.
Lumena? You mean High Priestess Lumena of the Aquay?
Yes. She is my beloved angel.
Ha! All that big talk and you're just out to impress a girl.
Aren't we all?
Child, you couldn't understand. Lumena is everything to me. I cannot abandon her when she needs me the most. She's praying for my safety even now. I'd be worthless if I didn't fight for the woman I love. If you're going to the cathedral, then I'm coming with you. Lumena touches more lives than just mine. Rescuing her could very well turn the tide of this war. The soldiers' morale will soar if the High Priestess herself is leading them. With Lumena standing against the Imperial Legion, our resistance will have more recruits than ever. That hope will lift us. We will rise to victory.
You may have a point.
If you can get us into the cathedral, we're glad to have you. We'll need all the help we can get.
Geez, As if we don't have enough trouble already.
Yeah, quit your whining.
Let us first go to Hydor.
Okay, yeah, let's save our data here. Save completed. All right. Let's return to the game. All right, Chapter 2, Priestess of the Aquay.
Wasting your breath on prayer again? Well, pray all you want. Your empty god won't send help.
I am not asking for a savior. I must simply have faith. I pray that I might hear God's voice.
So what does God have to say? To wait for your peaceful end? There will not be a peaceful end. I'm going to destroy the world with sound and fury. Mankind must atone for its sins.
Our sin is straying too far from God, and so he laments our folly.
So we deserve to die because we ignored him? What nonsense! I will not be his slave.
God did not wish your existence to be this way. You have made your decisions contrary to him, and so you will be punished.
Punished? Let's see him try. I do not fear your sorry excuse for a god. He is nothing but a statue. You'll have a nice view of the end of the world from here. The loud, violent, unpeaceful end.
God's will is a peaceful end. But fear of the Overlord has rekindled the people's will to fight. Lord, please hear my prayers.
Right, new merchandise is available at the shop, and level 25 of the Catacombs is now open. Awesome. I might have to go do those. Yeah, that is all the time we've got for this one. This one, not too far over, but as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos.